Hi guys, happy Halloween. I'm a witch and I'm dressed as a witch. I hope that you have some fun tonight. If you're going out tonight, if it's not already tonight, I forget that so many of you are at different time zones for me. I hope that you're having fun and you have plans for fun, or you have had some fun. If you're dressing up, I would love to know what your costumes are. I really like to see those and hear about those and hear about what your plans are. So, because it's Halloween, I wanted to make sure that I do something for you, because this is the day, and I'm sure you've already heard this, but this is the day that the veil between our worlds, our planes, our existences really is thinner than any other day of the year. So with it being so thin, it's almost not there. So if you're the slightest bit intuitive, if you are curious about other realms and other worlds and your deceased loved ones and how they're doing, today's a perfect day to ask for signs. And I was doing a personal reading earlier this morning, and I said that in the reading. If you want a sign or really feel like you need a sign, today's a good day to ask for that, and then make sure your eyes are open and you're paying attention, because Spirit usually delivers. So I have 3 piles here of cards, and I have gemstones on each, and we're going to talk about the gemstones, and then you can choose which stack you want to go with, okay? This is just the Halloween message for you. I hope that you find this fun, entertaining. Let me know in the comments if you like this kind of reading, because I really enjoy doing them. And if you do like them, then I'll do them more often, okay? So the first, on number 1, I have lapis lazuli. It's a beautiful blue stone. And all of these gems were purchased from New Orleans. I think it's called Gem and Lapidary. It's in the French Quarter. So if you happen to be in that area, okay. And lapis lazuli is about your throat chakra. It's about being able to speak your truth. It's about being able to find your voice. So if there's an issue in your life right now, if there's a situation where you feel like you can't say what's on your mind, you can't speak your truth, this may be the one that you want to go with, okay? Number 2, tiger's eye. Tiger's eye is an excellent stone for protection. It's also really good for healing anxiety and taking away fear. So if you're having issues with worries, anxiety, nightmares, anything like that, or if you feel like you need protection from someone or something, you may want to go with this stack of cards. Number 3 is leopard skin jasper. This one's really beautiful, and I picked it because on one side it looks like it's got a heart on it. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if my camera's in focus or out of focus, but I saw the heart and I was like, wow, that stone is speaking to me, because I'm all about the love. So leopard skin jasper is about your physical body and healing physical ailments, particularly muscular issues. So if you have anything going on with muscles or joints or pain or anything like that, that would be a good stone for you, and you may want to choose that stack of cards. Okay, without further ado, I'm going to get started with stack number 1, or pile number 1. You have 9 of Swords, Queen of Wands, Swan energy, I like that, and Sisters of the Seasons. And the keywords there are cycles of growth, natural law, and divine order. Just looking at this configuration of cards, what I see is that this 9 of Swords, this anxiety, the nightmares, the fears, these have probably, for most of you, already begun to dissipate. This is feeling more for me like a past energy, or like something you went through. It may represent a large trauma in your life, or something that was even defining for you in your life, a pivotal moment in your life that changed you in some way. And then the next card, being the Queen of Wands, makes me feel like you took that and you built something from it, or you're in the process now of building something from that hurt, from that pain, from that trauma. You've decided to take a hold of it. I love that she's got her arms out like this and she's holding on to both of the wands there. Wands are fire energy. They're very passionate. They're very in control, but they're also very creative. Can be destructive, yes, but usually creative also. Little of both. I like that energy. It feels like coming out of the fire. I just heard coming out of the dark. If you remember that old Gloria Estefan song, and I know I'm dating myself here, but if you remember that song, Gloria Estefan had a horrific bus crash or something, right? And she was hospitalized and had to relearn how to walk, and she had to come back, and then there was a song coming out of the dark, and that's what I'm hearing right now as I say this. So if that resonates with you at all, I feel like this is present energy, or the energy that you're moving into now. The swan energy is feeling like, this is your perception of yourself. This is feeling like the beautiful swan. So if at some point you felt like an ugly duckling, if at some point in your life you felt like an outlier or an outsider, especially having to do with this trauma or this pain, could have been relationships, could have been something that you were made fun of, could have been, you know, even from childhood. Coming out of that and into your Queen of Wands power, you're also coming into this beautiful swan energy. There's a lot of blue. Every card here that has color on it has the color blue on it, and that's indicating healing for you, which is wonderful. It's also about your voice, just like the lapis lazuli stone on the top of the cards. And I want you to know I didn't look at these cards when I chose the gemstones for them, so that's no coincidence, okay? Spirit and universe, your guides are sort of confirming that for you. That's such a confirmation for me that you are stepping into your power. You're realizing that you are a goddess, or you are powerful if you're a male, and doing some healing there, and beginning to realize who you are and how to stand in your power, like how to do that and how to have your voice. Sisters of the Seasons makes me feel like you are realizing that things in life come full circle. Okay, that you had to go through something to get to where you are, that there was a lesson in the pain, that there was a purpose in the pain. I don't like to say that everything happens for a reason. I really hate when people say that, but I do think that we can find meaning in those tragic and challenging situations, and I feel like you're learning to do that now, and that's just such wonderful energy. Okay, so that's what I have for you, group number 1. I hope that it resonated, or at least encouraged you. Bye-bye. Now, if you're here for group number 2 and you chose the Tiger's Eye Stone, beautiful. Protection, anxiety, and fears. Your cards are Judgment, Lizard energy. I really love the colors on this card. 10 of Wands, interesting. And the Horse King. And his keywords are assistance and control. What I'm feeling right away for you, group number 2, is that there's something, or has been something. This can be a recent past energy. I feel like this is sort of the energy you may still be in at this time, though, of burdens. This is an energy of burdens, of carrying too much, maybe because you are not good at delegating, because you want things to turn out a certain way and you only trust yourself. I don't know if this has to do with work. Wands are generally creative energies, so they do have a lot of times to do with our work situation. Carrying too heavy a load and not wanting to ask anybody for help. The Horse King comes out to tell us that it's okay to ask for help, okay? He also comes out for me sometimes as a warning that we're being too willful and too stubborn, so we're not able to see when others are offering help, or when we are being offered opportunities to put the load down, put the burden down. So make sure that you, how should I say that? Make sure that you are not being so prideful that you don't allow others to help you when you really need it, okay? The Lizard energy has all of these beautiful bright colors on it, and these represent emotions. But what he's gotten most of here feels so much like love moving up into joy. What I know about lizards, we used to have a lizard. When I first started dating my husband, he had a lizard, and you know, the what do you call, the terrarium with the lamp and everything, and he was fascinating. I forget his name. He was fascinating. And I used to watch him just kind of lay around on the rocks and enjoy his heating lamp, and he really, I used to joke, he was living the good life. He was feeling good. He was really content. He was super cute. I know that sounds funny to say maybe about a lizard or an amphibian, but he was just he was able to appreciate the moment, is what I'm trying to say. He lived in the now. And I think that your message right now is you need to let go and live in the now, okay? You're being asked by this judgment card to listen to that calling, okay? These are people who are hearing a calling. And I feel that you may have already been told this. You may have heard this already from someone else. It's time to let go of that big heavy thing you've been carrying around. And it may not be about work. This may be emotional. This may be something that happened in the past. This may be something that has to do with a relationship. And you can't ask for help, or you won't ask for help because you don't want to look a certain way, or because you don't want somebody to think poorly of you. You got to let that go. You need to put it down. The universe is calling you now to live a new life. If you set that burden down, you get to see how good it feels to live in the now, right? To lay in the sun, to have others come around and feed you and pet you and tell you how cute you are. And I feel like you deserve that. Okay? I hope that resonated with you, group number 2. Bye-bye. Group number 3. Save the best for last. Let's see what you have. You have the leopard skin jasper. Really good stone, especially if you have muscular or musculoskeletal issues physically in your body. That's a good stone to have, to put on your body, to meditate with, to hold in your hands, and do chakra work with if you're interested in that at all. You have the 6 of Cups. Beautiful. 10 of Pentacles. Also beautiful. Fish energy. I don't hate it. I'm a Pisces. I like the fish energy. The Dragon's Duel. And the keywords here are inner conflict, morality, and conscious choice. Okay. So what I'm seeing for you right off the bat is contentment. I'm seeing some contentment in certain areas of your life. I'm seeing that you may have some surprising things come in for you. I'm seeing that with the 6 of Cups, this can have so many different meanings. This is a card of our roots and our childhood and our family. It can be about your own children if you have them, or even grandchildren. This can be anything from the past that we reminisce on, especially fondly. Old friends. Can be somebody coming into our life who reminds us of that time or makes us feel like a child again. But in any case, whatever it is in your life, it's a positive thing. And when I see this with the 10 of Pentacles, which is the legacy card, this is what we're going to leave to the world after we go, but this is also having our bank account completely full. Can you imagine if the bank called you and said, hey, Mrs. So-and-so, Mr. So-and-so, we actually can't hold your money anymore. Like, we don't even have room for it. That's the feeling of this. And I laugh because I feel like some of you are hearing that and you're like, that's ridiculous. Yeah, but don't you sometimes just want to talk about and dream about the ridiculous? Because I do. And that, for me, is the fish energy. Fish are Pisces, and Pisces are dreamers. And I feel that you are being called upon to let your imagination flow. There may be things that you're waiting on or things that you're hoping for in your life. And I want you to know that if you can dream it, you can do it. If you can imagine it, it can exist for you. It can be real for you in your life if you will just allow yourself to sort of open up. I feel like a lot of us out there are realists, and we've had some hard times in life. And so we say, well, I know that this is true and I know that this is false. I know that this is what my life is and this is something it could never be. And the fish energy asks you to let go of those preconceived notions, those beliefs that maybe were inherited from other people, and allow for the impossible. Allow for these things that you think maybe you're not meant for you, and begin even to affirm them, okay? Because the Dragon's Duel with the inner conflict makes me feel like there are things that you want, and then there are things that you think you're allowed to have. And there's a tug of war within you, in your mind, between those two realities. Because you would very much like to have this wonderful thing that you sometimes maybe allow yourself to dream of, or you see on TV, or you read in magazines, or you see your friends, or you look at Instagram and these people have things about their lives that you think, well, that would be great. I would love to have that. It could just be something you've always wanted to do, a dream that's in your heart. And there's some lower energy that says, that's not who I am. I can't be that. That's not for me. And you're being called upon to make a choice now, because the choice is yours, okay? If you want that to not be your life, then continue to say, that's not for me. Because the universe acts as a genie. I was just telling my son this the other day. The universe absolutely says, your wish is my command. So if you say, I'm not good enough for that, or I'm not worthy of that, the universe says, your wish is my command. If you say, I'm always broke, the universe says, your wish is my command. If you will begin to affirm yourself and affirm your life in a different way, okay? Be that fish, be that Pisces. I allow you, I give you my Pisces energy for this, okay? Affirm yourself, affirm your life. Whatever this is from your child, I think this is asking you to sort of reconnect with your inner child, maybe the one that believed in everything, the one that stopped and smelled the flowers, okay? Believe that anything is possible for you, that your bank account could be so full the bank calls you and says, hey, we have a problem. You're going to have to get a private vault. You really never know what surprises life has in store for you, and I want you to really open your heart and open your imagination and allow for these big things to come in for you, because I feel like they want to. I feel like they very much want to come into your life if you'll just allow them to. Okay? I hope this resonated with you and made sense. Thank you so much, group number 3. Bye-bye. For everybody who watched this video, thank you for being here today. I love you guys. I have so much fun chatting with you on email and doing these readings for you, and I just appreciate you so much. Thank you for being here. I will do some more readings after next week. I'll be back probably on November 9th, November 10th to do readings for you guys. So take care until then. I love you. Bye-bye.